And we're back. I'm Ben, and I'm here with my boy, Sam Sandwich.
That's me, I guess, now. Forever. It's all I'll ever be. Uh, yeah, we're playing Valheim as per usual on the days when we play Valheim.
Yeah,
um,
whatever day this happens to be uploaded.
get fucked.
I've been doing. We're not that far behind right now, I will say.
Yeah, that's true. We're not terribly far behind. Although we're not as up there as I'd like to be. I'll be the first one to admit.
Yeah, we were talking about it in the last episode. Been terribly busy. I've just been tired lately too, man. Like, I don't even think me being that busy is the problem. It's just like summer rolled over into fall, and I started to get a little tired. And now we're rolling into winter, and my body just has no vitamin D in it. Honestly, I literally think it could be fixed by Flintstone vitamin chewables, but
dude, I'm pretty sure 90% of the world's problems could be solved by Flintstone vitamin chewables, if we're being honest. Oh, I just remembered that I chopped down a whole forest and left it here for future self, and god damn do I love my past self now.
Does all the wood not just despawn?
Like I left logs, Ben.
Oh, sick.
So I'm looking at probably like 4 stacks of like core wood and 4 stacks of regular wood, just
nice
vibing in log form right now, and I am pleased.
Nice. So I did something in the last episode that I forgot to mention. I was just standing in the water, and I saw what I thought might be a tin deposit. That's the one that's by the water, right?
Yeah.
But it was in the water, and so I went to hit it, and it turned out to just be a regular rock, but then the whole ground under it broke. And I was like, huh. So I hit the ground a couple more times, and it went deeper until I was, like, swimming rather than standing. And I was just wondering, like, what would happen if I just stood in one place with, like, 3 pickaxes and just dug straight down? Is there anything underground?
So here's the thing, actually. Yes and no.
Okay.
It depends on where you're looking. So, like, you ever see just, like, random, like, circles of rocks in the woods? And they're, like...
Yeah.
They look like little tombstones that have just been like flipped up and put into weird shapes and shit like that.
I'm sure I've seen something like that, yeah.
We might even have one next to our base. But anyways, if you dig like in the ground next to those spots, you will find like a chest and it'll have like loot and stuff in it.
Why haven't we fucking done that?
Because I am a perfectionist and I don't like the way the ground looks after it's been dug up.
Well, if I see one that is a good distance from our area, I'll dig it up and tell you what I find.
Alright. But yeah, as far as I know, there's not like a whole lot. In the later parts of the game, there's like one of the next resource, I think. Well, no, it's a little bit farther down the game. So, you know how like the next area we go to is the swamp, and then after with that we go to the mountains, and then after that we go to the plains?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, you know how right now we're looking for like copper and tin? After we look for copper and tin, our next resource that we want is going to be iron, which we're going to get from like crypts and stuff in the swamp biomes.
Got it.
And then after we get that, and we move on to the next one, we're done with the swamp, we're going to be looking at doing, what's it called? In the mountains, we're going to be looking for silver. And, silver is found with like a magic item that you get from the swamp.
Okay.
And it's like a tuning fork essentially, and you have to like walk around and find it, and then you dig down into the ground and you'll find like the silver deposits. It's pretty cool actually. Super tedious though.
Nice.
But yeah, so So yeah, that's where we're headed.
Sick. Ooh, random thought, because that's how my brain works. You know another game I've been playing lately?
What's that?
Fucking Super Auto Pets.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a fun game. I like it.
I've never even heard of this game.
Oh, it's all over Twitch right now. I haven't
Okay.
actually played it on my stream because I'm not bad at it. I'm not like the best at it. But yeah, basically it's dog fighting but with more variety.
Okay, that seems illegal. Continue.
Nah, so basically, all the different they have a bunch of different cartoon little animals, and they all have different stats and abilities. And you basically just get a random group of animals and 10 coins. And you have to spend your 10 coins each round on new animals, and you slowly but surely get them leveled up as you go on. And you just try to win 10 games.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I've been enjoying it. There's like some strategy to it, but there's also a lot of luck.
Huh. It just reminds me of this game from forever ago.
Uh-huh.
That like.
Oh,
Have you ever?
Sorry, an Auto Battler. That's what it's called.
Okay. Have
Go
you
ahead.
ever heard of the game Can Your Pet ?
Oh,
Can
yes!
Your Pet?
I have heard of that game. Oh, I almost wish I hadn't, so we could play it.
I know. That's what I was gonna say. Like, if you didn't know it, I was like, all right, that's going on Flash Game Friday. Yeah, that game's fucking fun. I love that game.
Gosh, I should have had Ashley play that when I had her on stream.
That I would have tuned into that for sure.
That would be
fucking hilarious.
I remember when YouTube videos of unsuspecting people playing Can Your Pet was a thing on the internet. Oh man.
Makes you feel old, doesn't it?
I wasn't. Never mind. I don't want to know. I was gonna say, well, it couldn't have been like that long ago, but I was like, damn, 7 or 8 years is like almost half my life, and I really don't want to hear that it was actually like 11 years ago. So, because I remember I watched Dan and Phil play it.
Damn.
Yeah. Back when they uploaded on YouTube.
Ugh.
I don't know if they upload on YouTube anymore. I unsubscribed because they didn't upload for a long time, but maybe they do. Who knows?
Not gonna lie, Ben.
Uh-huh.
The building mechanics of this game really, really pleased my inner civil engineer.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
I thought, like, part of you what you were going to school for was killing your inner civil engineer, though.
Yeah, it is, but you know, it's like when you got to put your dog down and you buy a McDonald's.
Holy shit! That is not what I was expecting. Oh my god!
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Holy shit! Oh man!
But yeah, so you know, it's like, you know, gotta give him something.
Oh fuck! Yes.
Fuck.
For anyone who doesn't know, Sam is going to school to be an engineer of some sort, and all the other engineers think civil engineers are lame nerds.
Yeah, so the thing with civil engineers is it's not that we don't appreciate them or nothing like that. It's just that
They're lesser.
they legit, like, So the thing with civil engineering is that is the field that you pursue when regular engineering is too much for you. Like the amount of people that I have met in my life who have started out as mechanical engineers and then they're like, "Oh man, this is actually really hard. I'm going to be a civil engineer," because like civil engineering is great for what it is, don't get me wrong. But it ain't that hard.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like they don't have to take like half the classes and it's a little bit easier. So so we like to clown on the civil engineering boys because they're lesser. Exactly.
Yeah, no, math majors are the same way with computer science people. Like,
yeah,
math would be nowhere near where it is today without the computer scientists. But we're also like, computer scientists.
Yeah, I mean, and that's like the that's kind of how math majors are the same way to engineers in general too, because they're like, engineers, and then engineers are also like, you know, like yeah that, but also if without engineering, you know, math is kind of like. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Oh, look at the fancy numbers on the paper. What do they mean? Pretty much
well,
nothing.
Guess we'll never know. Anyways, moving on.
No, that's literally the second any sort of math gets into any real world application, my brain shuts down. Like, see, I love math on the paper. Once I start having to apply it to the real world, I can't do it. It's impossible.
See, and that's what I love, is that me, the exact opposite. It's like, I like math, but as soon as it starts getting abstract, it's like, man, this is like, what am I doing? Like, for example, I was helping Maya with her math homework the other day. And it's just like trig, like double angle theorem, that kind of stuff. Like nothing I haven't seen before, but like it was just like, yeah. So like, what if you have these numbers? What's the answer? And I put it into my calculator wrong like 3 fucking different times because I didn't have the ability to look at it and be like, oh, this number means this, this number means this, and this number means this.
Yeah.
So I got to do this first, and then that, and then this. And that's I think what I appreciates the most about my degree is that, or at least my field of study, is that I get to say, oh, this is what all that means and why it's important.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who like, so like for college degrees, obviously you got to take like a little bit of upper level math at least. And
yeah, usually I think it's like the bare minimum is trig and like pre-calc or calc 1.
Yeah, no. And so there's a lot of people who like feel that like math is completely beyond them. But one thing I've learned from being a math tutor, I've seen people who like, if the math is completely beyond anybody, it's them, and they've managed to figure it out. So
fuck. That was brutal, Ben.
Shit, this troll is fucking fast. What the hell?
Yeah, they gave him speed boosts.
What? Why?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't actually know.
You could tell me literally anything about this game and I'd believe you. So
like, yeah, that tracks. They're fucking fast now.
I mean, they might be. This dude's just fucking. I can't get far enough away from him to shoot an arrow because like he's fucking moving at me, and
he's just fucking.
Yeah, if I try to shoot my bow, I'll be out of stamina, and then he'll fucking get at me.
Damn, that's intense.
Yeah, no, because literally I have to spend like 50 stamina to run before he stops. And walking is way too slow.
Walking in this game is pretty fucking miserable.
I need shield surfing, dude. That's what Valheim needs.
Oh, God. Easily the best mechanic of any game.
Dude, Breath of the Wild is just such a masterpiece.
Truly, truly. I mean, when I bought my Switch, it was like the only game I bought.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple games that are just like head and shoulders above anything else.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know. For some reason, I can't think of anything but Breath of the Wild off the top of my head that I've played. But like,
I mean, I think a great example personally is Skyrim because like Breath of the Wild.
Well, I mean, they've had 10 years to finally get it right, so hopefully it's a good game.
But they haven't. Now the thing is, though, is like Breath of the Wild is the Skyrim of this generation. You know what I mean? Like, or you know, of this decade, even though it came out in the same decade.
Yeah. Have you seen the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition? Any screenshots of that?
No, I'm not. I've never actually really played GTA. Not gonna lie.
Well, obviously I've played GTA 5 because it's been on every console ever since we had it on the Xbox 360, and I don't know that I've ever actually beaten it. Come to think of it, but I've played it a lot, and but yeah. So basically, they remade the first 3 GTA games.
That's kind of sick.
Well, what they did to remake them, they were like, yeah, updated graphics. They had a computer go through and just round everything out.
Oof.
And it looks exactly as you'd think it would look.
I would like to point out that, you know, engineers are supposed to like rounding. No. Just no.
No, but yeah, they like literally just let the computer do it and then released all 3 games together for like $60.
Damn, that's a fucking con is what that is. God damn.
No, that's exactly what it is. The worst screenshot I've seen was so basically apparently in one of the games there is a donut shop that's like nuts and donuts or something like that, like a nut as in a nuts and bolts nut. And you know how those are supposed to be like hexagons?
Yeah.
Well, the computer that went through and smoothed everything out smoothed those out, and so now it's just the shop is still called Nuts and Donuts, obviously, because they couldn't be bothered to change that. But now it's just got a donut on top and then a gray donut on top as well.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, no, it's awful and hilarious. And the amount of games I've heard of coming out that like are just complete and utter disappointments in the last little while, that are like supposed to be like AAA, huge, grand titles.
Yeah, no shit.
And just to name a few, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge AAA game guy, honestly. So like I haven't played a lot of them. Like literally, the only AAA games I really play are new Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon games.
Yeah, God, I don't even remember the last AAA game I played, like bought. It might have been Far Cry 5.
Yeah, but no, I don't know. I like smaller, more charming games. Like I think when I like list some of my favorite games, obviously aside from Pokemon, like they're never huge titles. Like I fucking love this one game called A Hat in Time. It's by this little studio called Gears for Breakfast, and it's a fucking masterful little 3D platformer, and it's so wonderful. And like another game that like I never replayed it, which is like the whole point of it, but I really enjoyed Undertale when it first came out.
Oh, I haven't played Undertale yet, but I've never heard anything but good things about Undertale.
Yeah, no, basically Undertale died because the fan base was cringe.
Oof. You hate to see it.
Yeah, as cringe as like hardcore Rick and Morty dudes.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Which sucks because the game is so adorable and it's so cool because like basically you will never have the same experience playing the game twice because every little tiny decision you make matters so much, and also it's got, I believe, like how it works is there's a value 1 through 100 that is assigned when you first boot up a new save file, and literally it's just adds or removes random things from the game. So like just an NPC will be there in some games and won't be in others.
Oh, that's so fucking cool.
And like basically not to spoil too much, but like there's like little mysteries about the world that you can only piece together if you play through it many, many times, because the same NPCs won't always be there to tell you about things, or the same hidden rooms or stuff like that.
That's intense.
Mm-hmm. But it's literally just like a 2D pixel art game, and it's fun and got cool puzzles and cool little fights. And
yeah, I've heard really good things about that game. I'm gonna have to play it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we could play it.
Entirely possible. I'm 100% down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, hey, maybe we'll continue to play Valheim in the next episode.
You know, I think by definition we probably will.
All right. Well, we will see you guys in the next episode.
Auf Wiedersehen.